Okay, shh. Number one says match the box and whisker plot with its data. So we have four different data sets and four different box and whisker plots. So let's look at number one. Number one, oh goodness, they do not put them in order for us. So what should we always do when we did a data set? Well, put them in order. So look at number one. Our lowest one is a 9. It's going to take a minute for my pen to show up. It likes to do that when I try to do it on the screen. So there we go. So we've got 9. And then the next number is 45. There's a big jump. 46, 48, 52, 72, 74, 79, 80, and 91. So looking at that, the first thing I'm going to do is find my median. This is what you have to do for some of the Khan Academy assignments, okay? When you're trying to figure out which data set goes with which box and whisker, you find that median, you find your extremes. So I know my lower extreme is 9, my upper extreme is 91. So on some of the Khan Academies that I was helping kids with yesterday, we noticed we could immediately rule out one of the letters because the extremes didn't match up. So match up your extremes first. On this, they all go from 9 to 91. So we can see those box and whiskers all go from 9 to 91. So that didn't help us. So now we're going to find the median. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our median is right in the middle. So what is the middle between 52 and 72? Nope. That would be if it was 52 and 53. Not 64. 62. So 62 is my median. So I can look at my box and whisker plots. Which one shows 62 as the median? Will G? C, because we can see here, remember that line that's in the box is the median. That line is at 62. So we had our lower extreme of 9, our upper extreme of 91, and we have a median of 62. No other one has that median of 62. So I know that number 1 is C. So now let's look at number 2. Number 2, again, we have to put our data in order. So we're starting with our 9. And then we have 39. 45. 51. 53. 75. 80. 81. 82. And 91. So we have the same lower extreme and upper extreme. We're going to have a different median. Let's find what this one's median is. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be right between 53 and 75. What is the median of 53 and 75? What number's right in the middle? Anthony? Okay. Will?
64.
It is 64. If we're not sure, we add 53 plus 75, which gives us 128, and then we divide it by 2 because there were 2 numbers we added together. So 2 goes into 12 6 times, 2 goes into 8 4 times. So we get 64 for our median. So I know B is out. I know C is out because I've already used C. B is out because it has a different median. But A has 64 and D has 64. So do they both work for my data set? Why not, Nolan?
Where are we again?
Looking at A and D. So if we look at the data set for number 2, which one is the right box set for it?
D.
Why do you think D? What do we need to look at? If our median doesn't help us, if the upper and lower extremes doesn't help us?
Because that's supposed to be 79 and that's 81.
What is 81?
It's the upper median.
The upper quartile. The upper quartile. So when we have the same medians, we need to find that upper and lower quartile to see where our boxes start and stop. So Nolan is right. 81 is that upper quartile. So our lower quartile is going to be 45. It's in the middle of the lower set. 81 is in the middle of the upper set. So now if we know where our box starts and stops, they both start at 45, but only one of them stops at 81. So A has to be our box and whisker set because the box stops at that upper quartile.
I figured out it was A a different way because I'm like, wait, but there's not even 79 in the numbers.
But sometimes you have to be careful because when there's not a 64 in the numbers, but that's the median. So when we're looking at medians, it doesn't always show up in the data set because medians are just in the middle. So be careful with that. It might not always work out for you. So I'm going to have you do 3 and 4 on your own, figuring out which one is B and which one is D. So remember, your first step is putting the numbers in order. Find your lower extreme and your upper extreme. Find your median. And then if you need to, find that upper and lower quartile so you can see where the box starts and stops. So hopefully this is helping to make this box and whisker plots a little bit more understandable, and it's going to help you working on your Khan Academy, which are all about these. So I did assign the Khan Academy thinking we were going to do this yesterday because then they threw in confession during our math time. So we didn't get this lesson done yesterday. So because we really technically only have one night of working on the box and whisker plots, some of us worked really hard to learn it on our own, and you're getting a bonus of not having to do Khan Academy for next week. Because I am making this due next week, Thursday. Not the assignment, the Khan Academy. Khan Academy is due next week, Thursday. I'm going to change that due date. So for my friends who stayed after school with me yesterday and worked really hard to understand it, my friends that worked hard on their own at their house, maybe had somebody at home try to explain it, you don't have to do any Khan Academy for next week if you already got your 100%. A lot of us haven't gotten 100% yet. Work on getting those 100% for next week, Thursday. Okay, so I'm going to stop the recording here.